I'm feeling myself, acquiring wealth. This ain't no performance, I am enormous, expensive garments. Don't know if they lie, swallow my pride, and I vibe, and I just vibe. I'm back on the west, I do it no effort, so seem to impress. I'm pushing up daily to speak with my chest. It's not on my neck, it's under the crest. I just be vibing.
Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man. Back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button, subscribe button, Wayne. I appreciate all the support, man. Welcome to the 2023 stock rise list. I love doing this list, man. I get to show a lot of respect, a lot of support, a lot of acknowledgement to people that have been doing big things in this culture, man. I think people look forward to this list. And it's always good to see like where people were to where they're going to where they're at the next year. You know what I'm saying? Or people that was on the list. And so I definitely look forward to this list every year. I know the bloggers get a lot of hate and a lot of bashing, that we cover a lot of negative things in the culture. And the culture can be very negative, man. But, you know, we still want to do recaps. We still want to do prediction blogs. We still want to acknowledge when people are doing well. And the stock drop list is another blog where I do that at. If you do not make the list, do not get mad at me, man. Everybody can't be on the list, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be on the list. As usual, I got my honorable mentions and my top 5. If you do not get on the list, it does not mean I didn't acknowledge your year. It just means that you just didn't make the list. You know what I'm saying? You still had a great year. So make sure you subscribe to the Chris Unbias backup channel. I know y'all waiting on a stock drop list. I got a crazy blog that's about to drop, man. You want to be subscribed to that channel. It's a lot of things I'm about to address. So you definitely want to be subscribed to that channel. And honorable mention number 1, this person, very deserving to be on the list. I think they've had a good year. You know what I'm saying? And considering where they were the previous year to where they are now, definitely deserving to be on this list and definitely deserving of the acknowledgement. QB Black Diamond. Shout out to QB, man. Shout out to QB. Just come off the E-Heart battle. That's a battle I do not have her winning, even though I don't think it was a bad performance from her. If you think about it, man, she was nowhere on the WODY list last year. There were 15 names on the WODY list. I'm about to read them to you, too, because we got time. Jazz won last year. It was Jazz, Hustle, C3, KCJ, 40 Bars, Victim Assassin, Caution, Yoshi G, Prestavia, Shooting the Rapper, Bonnie Gadava, Official, Cheddar, First Lady Flames, and Shay Rack. QB was nowhere on this list last year. She will be top 5 WODY this year. She battled Robin Rhymes. She battled Caution. She battled Charlie Clips. She battled E-Heart. I think she has one more battle I can't think of at the moment. But she pretty much won the majority of her battles, if not all of them, except for the E-Heart battle. All the other battles, she showed improved. And coming from where she was when she battled 40 Bars at Chrome 23, there was a lot of talk around that time. She kind of wanted to like give up, quit everything. ARP kind of talked to her, kind of got her back on her mojo, gave her the A-Ward battle and kind of got her back, you know, in the good graces to a lot of people. She came with a lot of disrespect. She came with a lot of, you know, at Chrome 23, she was saying a lot of crazy stuff. You know, I ripped your this out of your placenta. You know, I think for people that wasn't used to her style, I think it was a little bit shocking to hear a female say things like that. And I think they didn't take it well.
I hope both your kids get get kidnapped. Then moments after, a child molester stick a dildo up your son ass and make you suck it after.
And she had kind of been out of sight, out of mind for a while, even though that was her style. So what did she do? She revamped. She still does disrespectful stuff, but she has incorporated more bars, more punching, more wittiness.
Well. Look what the fuck we got here. Looking like you hit the pipe tonight. Half fiend and half hermaphrodite. Glasses so thick, I see caution blinking down the block like hazard lights.
Let's go, Q.
I asked myself.
Let's go, Q.
I asked myself, should I give her bars or scars with the tech? In and out of battle rap, it's all disrespect. She weigh about 120 pounds. I lift calls by neck. She wanted the shot, then got shot. That's a cause and effect.
Let's go, Q. Go play. Hit him again. Murderer.
The 12 dumping. Turn her dome into a swell pumpkin. How you gonna say you drive trucks for a living but couldn't see DL coming?
Okay. We rapping tonight.
I hear niggas saying she got bars, and I can respect that. If you don't want me to land mine, then you should step back. For pillow talking, I find out where she rests at. Then I drown you in a pool of your own blood, you fucking wet bat.
I think she changed her style to the benefit, and it looks like she's here to stay. So I definitely want to give her some acknowledgement. She also battled RX at Max Out 3, so I definitely want to make sure I mention that. But she's had a great year. She is going to be very high on the Wody list. She's not going to win, but she's going to be very high on the list. I envision her at least being top 5, and she was not even top 15 last year. So that's what I mean when I say your stock rise. Shout out to QB. This next person been put in a lot of work, definitely a lot of work. Probably not getting the respect that he deserves, but he's always consistent. He always comes with 3 good rounds. I think some of his battle career has been a little bit kind of swept under the rug. Being kind of middle of the pack, but still making a name for himself and still trying to push through. And he's basically in the last few years battled on 3 different leagues, Bullpen, URL, and RBE. And you just look at it and you say, he could have been literally out of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? He could have been out of battle rap, but he has made his return in 2023 in a big way. Riggs! Shout out to Riggs, man. Shout out to Riggs. I feel like Riggs has had a good year. He just battled Kaboom out in Philly. He won that battle. He also battled K Walker on the trenches. He battled J Slash. When you look at the names, it's not anything that blows you out of the water. I'll give you that. But when you consider that he was on URL, he battled Geechee Gotti in the tournament.
What you gonna do? You gonna turn the tool on who? I should act a fool on you. Catch him at the session, kick the door, boof. It will be no studio win. I bucket out the mask like Schoolboy Q. I'm the truth. I ain't playing. They say stay safe. I stay dangerous. This ain't the same shit. See, you a gang member. Nigga, I'll be gangbanging. You can't slack on it. Ban me now. Because if I return with a dot, it's a Mac on it. Let me ask y'all a question. And y'all ain't even got to act on it. Who's more believable? A nigga that raps on it to a nigga that acts on it. This ain't even what Smack wanted. You better duck for cover. Shelter's what you best find. These bullets ain't got no age on it. It hit men, women, and kids. Now you can bury the tech now. What's my next line? Nigga, you's a bitch. You
saying? Shout out to Geechee Gotti. Geechee Gotti will be advancing. Will be advancing to the second round. One step closer for 100,000.
Well, first he was on Bullpen. Let me start there. He was on Bullpen. Him and John out there had some issues. He ended up leaving Bullpen after doing some good things over there. Comes to URL. He has a lot of battles. He didn't battle A-Ward off URL. He didn't battle JC on URL. He didn't battle Geechee Gotti. He was in a tournament. He got some names under his belt. And he don't ever really get killed in battles. Even if you don't got him winning a battle, he's always in every single battle. Even the A-Ward battle that was on a small league. That was on Clones League. For those of y'all that haven't seen it, A-Ward versus Riggs. It's actually a great battle. He is always in battles. He battled Geechee Gotti in the tournament. He loses. And it was kind of like, what is Riggs going to do? Him and John was having a little bit of issues. And him and URL ain't seeing eye to eye.
And niggas be thinking, oh, why you ain't popping? Because this is not a journey for me to, I never wanted to be a top tier. I just wanted niggas to respect my pen. Respect the fact that when I show up, I'm gonna give y'all a show. And I accomplished that. Everything I wanted to do in battle rap, I accomplished. This is what niggas don't understand. I've been accomplished. My URL goal was to get a PG to drop on YouTube. I did that in 2018. Okay. Against Squeako, salute to the bro Squeako. Everything after that was fun for me. When it stopped being fun, I fell back.
You got out of there.
I fell back.
Okay.
Y'all not about, you grown ass man. I got kids, bro. I'm not about to stress over no grown ass man.
So you're not about to stress me. I got
You're not about to stress me, bro. And then I caught myself being angry and being frustrated with with certain people's decisions of how they was carrying my career. So I caught myself being angry and mad and wanting to take it to another level with them. And I realized like they're not losing sleep over this. I am. I'm starting to be angry. So I said, fuck, it's time for me to walk away. So I started doing what I wanted to do. I started building on my career. I started making battle rap fun for me again. Okay. So when this whole easy shit hit off and niggas like, you ain't get no call, they can't call me. I don't have to answer their calls, for one. And for two, they have no reason to call me. I'm not as valued to them. And that's cool. I accepted that. The moment I accepted that I'm not at a value to URL, I'm cool with that. When you want to do business with Riggs, you'll dial my number. And if I choose to do business with y'all, keyword, if I choose to do business with y'all, we can do business. If you choose not to never call me again, I respect y'all business, handle y'all business over there. There's other niggas in this world that fucks with me and know I'm a stand-up dude. I'm going to always battle rap.
Easy gives him an opportunity on the trenches. And what he didn't know at the time was how big the trenches was going to be. Easy was so big in battle rap at that time. Trenches was obviously being, you know, they was trying to block battles and everything. So it got a lot of support, a lot of love and everything. And I think everybody that battled on Trenches kind of came up, in my opinion. They got a YouTube release. They got recaps from bloggers. They got the attention that it deserved. And they got a great setting for them to rap in. Kind of one of them small room Philly crowds.
My reputation is big as a whale in these streets, nigga. Yeah. And I'm a real one. I like one of you weak niggas. You see how I damage Walker? Don't put your life on the line. It's not your gamble, Walker. Hold on. Whale, real, lake, weak. Damn, I would handle Walker. Not a game. Don't let a nigga box you over words. I will scrabble Walker. My hands smooth like a dance move. I'll jet is you won't answer. Lake, weak, damn how I handle Walker. My hands smooth like a dance move. I'll jab is you on angel dust. Who the fuck gassed you to get your anger up? I got an AK. A is also known as a K, my banger tuck. In other words, I got a K, K for K. All three of y'all, tell that nigga hang it up. What?
And he went in there and took care of business with K Walker. K Walker did well too. It was a good battle. From there, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to get on Max out. I hit up ARP. I was like, yo, you should give Riggs a shot. Passed him the number alone. Next thing you know, he's on Max out. I don't know what kind of conversation he had. I ain't trying to take no credit for none of his hard work. But at the end of the day, he made his way to Max out. He battled J Slash, which is like an up and coming brick. But all you need is your foot in the door. Once you get your foot in the door, it's like you never know what ARP got planned for you or if you can battle even more on that league. He goes over there and does his motherfucking thing. He has one of the better battles on Max Out. One of the better performances on Max Out.
I'll body these niggas and y'all cover it up. But to me, it's another homie. I know why I'm at y'all. RBE. Rare Breed Entertainment. Well, it's the new RBE. Riggs beating everybody. The flow.
Actually a good battle. He goes over there and does his thing. Boom. Parlays that into the whole bullpen versus Trenches thing. He takes the bullpen side in that and battles Kaboom. And from there, he's just doing his thing. He beats Kaboom, has one of the best performances on bullpen versus Trenches. Riggs' performance on that card was one of the best performances on that card. So you got to give him credit for that. I think this has been a year that he has kind of re-shown people who he is. And I'm always appreciative of somebody that has 3 rounds and come prepared. I just spoke to Riggs off camera and just behind closed doors. He really takes his career serious, bro. He takes it serious. He's like, you know, yo, what should I do? He's even worried about, like, we were having like in-depth conversations on blogs that he was on, The Way Hip Hop Is Real and 15 Minutes of Fame or whatever titled it. He was that concerned with like the outlook and what the perception would be, just even based on titles. He's that in tune in with his career. Salute to him. And I got him on my honorable mention. Honorable mention number 3, man. This dude, definitely a newcomer. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make a name for himself, trying to do his thing. And I feel like when you look at the newcomers, he's starting to emerge as one of the better newcomers. Unice. Shout out to Unice, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he's from PG County, Maryland. Shout out to Unice. He battled Hustle at Final Exam. He battled, I think, Hanzo on a Riot. And he battled Footz as well just recently. I think that battle, that was rookies versus sophomores. So he ended up, in my opinion, beating Footz. And shout out to him. He's been doing his thing.
Why did I have to get hurt from my final exams? I don't get it, fool. This 30-something-year-old acts like a damn kid in middle school. Gossip, hissy fits, but this is who I should listen to. Promotes being a villain too. Laughs at every damn scandal, but can't handle when she get ridiculed. Expects us to bow down while she disrespects. Are you kidding, fool? You think I'm just gonna kiss your feet and let you cuss me out? Do I look like Grim to you? Now it's like, now. What you gonna say, huh? Oh, no. You got the goons with you. You got the... So I sue with you, sue woos with you. Well, I'll put blood on blood when woo with you. Let a shot breeze Vada woo with you. Stomp you out the woo with you.
I don't really know where he's going to be in battle rap because people are trying to say, you know, he's a virgin and all this kind of stuff.
Nobody got this young man no pussy yet? I mean, beating your dick gotta get old facts. And honestly, when the pussy get wet, it be sounding like straight Mac. I mean, ask them. It ain't no better feeling than when the pussy grip the dick. A lot of niggas can't take that. Damn. You really don't know what being in a box feel like. Tonight we gonna change that. Let's face facts. You probably think cause I'm dressed like this, I ain't strapped. But I could do the spot greasy. My mom disappointed in the route I took. I told her life not easy. She begged me not to be a bully and let the nerds rock freely. But I ain't listen. She told me don't be a menace. But I'ma still talk about a tray of my dashiki. Oh, this martinis? I mean, which one of you niggas want some? They got a nigga from the spaces versus a bitch that violates space. Shit,
When you look at Smack for what he stands for, the S in Smack stands for streets. Sometimes it's hard for like clean cut guys to kind of get a break. Unice is going to have to really emerge as like, he's going to have to be kind of go above and beyond to kind of get the respect he get. Right now, he's doing really well in small rooms. I don't really know how that translates on the stage. He has an interesting style, but at the same time, the dude definitely got bars. He hasn't quite been tested yet, so I'm not going to jump out the window and just be like, oh, he just got these crazy names and got rid of them. That hasn't been the case, but you taking your steps. You get Hustle, he wins that battle. You get Clucks at rookies versus sophomores, you win that battle. The next step is, can you translate that and put that on a bigger stage and do your thing? When it comes to URL, because they're not strictly small room, you got to be able to perform in big rooms too. You got to be able to go to North Carolina and Civil War and do your thing. You got to be able to go to Houston and do your thing. You got to be able to go to Orlando. He's also been very fortunate to have been battling a lot in Maryland. He's from Maryland. So we also got to see you on the road. I know you battled Hanzo. That was in Atlanta. But you was battling a newcomer too. Hanzo ain't from Atlanta either. So we still need to see you be tested. I guess the book is still out on how good Unice can be, but I do feel like for right now he's definitely getting he's getting a lot of love. People are tuning in, people are checking him out, and his name is starting to emerge as one of the better newcomers. How that'll be on a big stage, I'm not really sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not really sure. But we will see. I can't front. A year ago, I didn't even know who this dude was, and now he's on my radar. His battle dropped. I watched it the first day. I was like, let me see what Unice talking about. I wanted to see what he was talking about, and he ends up winning the battle. So I have him on my honorable mention list. The next person on this list, man, he's deserving to be on this list too. He's definitely reached heights that other people haven't reached, and I think it should be acknowledged and shows you that there's always a message in perseverance. Vada Fly. Shout out to Vada, man. Shout out to Vada and SP. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like he's deserving to be on this list, man. He's done a lot this year. We got to keep it real. He's definitely done a lot this year. And he's one of the most popular bloggers in the culture. We just got to keep it real. Every blogger in battle rap has kind of went through their trials and tribulations, and Vada is no different. But he put his head down. He moved forward. You know what I'm saying? Let the work speak for itself. And came back to battle rap with SP and started doing this thing. And I feel like they've been a good combination. SP on the breakdowns, Vada on the recaps. I still like that Vada does recaps on small battles that may only get 3,000 or 4,000 views. He'll still recap them. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people are doing app-only recaps. Vada still will do some of them, and I still feel like that's good for the culture. I actually want to do more recaps too. I don't like that I can't use all the footage and everything, but at the end of the day, I still be wanting to do some of the recaps and show some love. It's so much negativity in battle rap that sometimes you got to be like, you know, let me show this dude some love. Let me show that dude some love. When it comes to the TV show, that was also a good look for just media in general. You know what I'm saying? And they got a good setup. They got good visuals and everything. He brought ARP up there, Big K up there. Goods up there, Easy, Rem, who else? Jazz came up there. I think next year he's having Averb come up there soon. So it's been a lot of people that come up there. And then you got to look at the commentary. He was pretty much booked for every commentary. So you got the Trenches, you got Chrome, you got RBE and Max Out, which was a movie. And I feel like he was the go-to person for the commentary. And that's just a good look. So when you add all that factor in, I think he had a good year. I definitely think he had a good year for media. The message that I want to portray in this whole situation is perseverance. Perseverance, because the culture sometimes will try to get you out of here, and then you just put your head down, let the work speak for itself, and persevere. I sit back and try to regrow my fan base, regrow my support system. I can look at that situation and say he had to go through a similar situation, and he did it. You know what I'm saying? And now he's got a bunch of subscribers. He got a bunch of supporters. He got people that fuck with him. And at the end of the day, I feel like him and SP did a good job this year, and the commentary was dope. You know what I'm saying? I was tuned in to what they was talking about. And so we'll see what they bring in 2024. Next person I'm going to talk about. This person has actually emerged. I think this person is the best rookie. I think this person is the best rookie in her class. Chirac. I don't want to mess your name up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you pronounce it. But I definitely feel like she's had a great year, bro. I think she ended last year. I think she lost to 40. I think that was a battle she had. But that ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? She was kind of up and coming, and 40 is a vet. And 40 is very, very good when she's on her shit. From there, she battled KCJ. That was a good battle. You could say she won. Tony Blanco, you could say she won. Lady Caution, you could say she won.
I said, how you taking anybody nigga riding the bus, bitch? Nah, who came up with that plan? You're a whole fucking bum, bitch. Can't do half of what I can. He got a taste of this New England. Now he a Pats fan. And meanwhile, this bitch chasing Dot like Pac-Man. Like, goddamn. Goddamn, father. Like, goddamn. It's really giving desperate and lonely. I told this bitch wake up and find her self-worth like Black China. But you out here acting like Tokyo Tony. This bitch don't know me. Mouth out clip J. I bought that ether. I came to this J. The gun, Solange in the elevator. It got a kick, J. I don't miss J. Cause this ratchet clingy. Bitch got attachment issues. They gonna know it's real. Cause bullets going through you, they hit official tissue. This bitch is simple. A basic bitch. Talk about you the face. You ain't the face of shit. Y'all know the quickest way to get a bitch slumped? Make her face a fifth. I hate this bitch. I hate this bitch. You ain't never been top tier to me, Case. You was in your bag last year, but that was briefcase. You sweet Case.
Look at these names. Like, these ain't no slouches. You know what I'm saying? And every time, even if you look at the comment section of all her battles, even in battles that people got her losing, they always are like, yo, she just needs a little bit more work. She just needs to touch up this, or she got great delivery, or she got this. Like, I don't ever see her getting killed in the comment section on no battles. People always tend to find nice stuff to say about her. She managed to battle on Chrome. versus Tony Blanco, and that was kind of like the battle of like Dot Current and versus Dot X. But she's definitely been doing her thing, man. I definitely want to show some love, and hopefully Chrome 23 will continue, and they'll be able to continue to shed light on female battle rap, and she can make her way. Queen of the Ring is starting to come back. Maybe they can also give her some plates, and she can make her way, because it's kind of hard to break through on URL. It's definitely hard because really URL just does kings and queens. They're not going to make her a queen, and she's a rookie, so it'll be hard for her to get on URL. Probably won't be on RBE, so hopefully she can still kind of continue to get looks. She might be pretty good to be on Bags and Bodies too. That might be a good look for her if Hitman does like another season of that. But you know what I'm saying? She definitely doing her thing, and considering her dude don't even be rhyming, she is definitely holding shit down, man. She is holding out. Shout out to Dot, man. Shout out to Dot. But yeah, she does her thing, man. I definitely want to show love to her. I feel like I've enjoyed her battles this year. I have definitely enjoyed her battles this year. I pretty much done watched them all. Now when I see Shay Rack versus whoever, I'm like, yo, let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. And I wasn't doing that before, so definitely shout out to her. And like I said, on the champion of the Wody, for Wody last year, she was number 15 on Wody. This year, she's going to be probably top 8. She's going to be probably top 8 this year. And she was 15 last year. Or she should be top 8. So that's a nice jump for her. She's going to leapfrog a lot of different females that was on that list. And it's just up from there. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely up from there. Next honorable mention, this dude also had a pretty good year, man. He had a lot of good battles. He also had a battle that was very unfortunate because it still ain't out yet. So I don't know what's going on with that. But other than that, nigga been doing this thing. I gotta keep it real with you. Footz. Shout out to Footz, man. Shout out to Footz. He had the 2-on-2, him and Souffleur Soul versus Chef Trez and None. That was a 2-on-2 battle. Not a lot of people talked about that battle. I don't know if y'all saw that battle on the app, but that was a 2-on-2. Remember they was dressed in like the army gear and everything versus them.
We got one shoelace left. What about his buddy? The second string for Jackson, that's Tyler Hunt. They got us battling Chef Trez and none of them? Y'all must be out y'all cotton picking minds. It's just like the URL. Trying to stop a nigga shot. I'll break his face. Hey, bro, I'm sorry for, I know you ain't like this. I'm sorry for talking about your Bell's palsy. And you know I ain't been right since. Everywhere I go, flag go, painter jumpers, I wear those for the drill in case evidence get on the stair clothes. Drive by, tech hat, smoke come out the air hole. You a blood? Well, I know Migos that been around brims like sombreros. Watching you statue. And y'all in them damn spaces, letting cocaine VZ get under your motherfucking skin. Bitch. If y'all scared of them, just say that then. Going line for line, word for word, letting verbatim in. We outside.
He had that battle. He battled Jerry West. I do not have him winning that battle, but he did his thing. He was definitely good in that battle. Who else did he battle? He battled Rum Nitty, and the battle didn't drop. That was the time discrepancy. That battle right now currently isn't out. I don't know if URL is going to drop Rum Nitty versus Footz. I don't know if it's ever going to come out. Maybe because they don't want to make Rum Nitty look bad because they know the time discrepancy is off. So obviously Footz is probably going to win the battle, and they might just feel like, you know what, that ain't even fair to Rum Nitty. He battled Dice on rookies and sophomores. I haven't seen that battle, so I don't really know how he did in that battle, but I feel like Footz, out of all the new people, I'm talking Hanzo, Klutz, Authentic, Capo, Bandit Montana, Woosar, Hanzo, Mozzie. Out of all these different people, I actually feel like Footz is probably the best. Footz is probably the best in my opinion. I like his style. I like some of the shit he say. He kind of thinks outside the box. And I feel like he's someone that they could definitely market and grow with. I don't really know. The question is, you don't really know if these guys are like, can we put them on Nome and put them in Houston and they rock out? Like, I don't know about that with any of these guys. A lot of these dudes, bro, to keep it real with you, URL have been kind of like really like feeding these niggas baby food. They book these niggas. They be having battles like in the Virginia area, the Maryland area. A lot of these battles be close and shit. They be bringing their homeboys and all that kind of stuff. They ain't really been like, oh, let's go to New York or let's go to Orlando or let's. I don't really know how they'll do outside of that element. They getting a lot of support, a lot of love. It's kind of like, you know how it is when back in the day with the PGs and all the PGs would be kind of like rooting for each other if they battle like a vet or whatever. Right now, I feel like that when I watch a lot of these battles. I feel like there's a lot of people rooting for Footz. I feel like he's battling very, very close to home. I kind of want to see these people outside of their comfort zone and see how they'll be on a stage full of 1,000 people. URL is about stars at the end of the day. The marketing for these guys got to be better, especially with Unice. I see Footz doing a little bit of marketing. He got to turn it up a little bit more. But I like Footz. I like Footz a lot. I think him and Jerry West was a very good battle, bro.
You got Footz versus Jerry West. Real name Jerry Freeman? Quick question. Don't y'all hate them like to turn $40 into 40,000 ass niggas? Or is it just me? You can't get a job, a side hustle to make money, you fucking thief. You want a nigga social, then his card number, you getting bold. Then you want a PIN number, that's getting old. I'm in disbelief. If they freeze my account, you on thin ice. Because y'all done left someone in the hole. I'm going to keep it brief. You keep on trying to punch in a code and end up like Victor Sweet out the...
And I'm going to see what's up with him and Dice. I'm going to see what's up with him and Dice, how well he did in that battle. But Footz definitely should be on an honorable mention list. I think he's had a good year. This next person on the honorable mention list, one of my favorite battle rappers. I gotta keep it buck with you. He's one of my favorite. I had to write down 5 of the best battlers right now. I like to watch. This nigga would be in the top 5. Jerry West. Shout out to Jerry West. What have I been telling y'all niggas about West, man? Jerry West can be a star. Yeah, he can be a star. He can definitely be a star. I know he went through his lumps before. He didn't have great battles, man. He 30 Danny Myers. I think he lost to Arsenal. He's had like kind of up and down, but to me, talking about a nigga that can punch and got haymakers and stuff like that, I feel like Jerry West is dope. This year he battled Footz. He did a 2-on-2 with Lou Castro versus Hustle and Danny Myers. And obviously he battled DNA. That was a battle a lot. He was heavily an underdog in that battle versus DNA. Nigga went out on that stage, a big ass crowd, a big ass stage. You ain't got to worry about whether or not Jerry West can rock a crowd. Y'all done went out there and beat DNA.
Active review the tapes, thought it was foul play, foreign gun, wild strange, made in China, shooting in Houston. Yeah, man, that ball was hard, bro. I'm so nice with the sound effect shit, I could give myself a... This nigga fuck around and rebuttal that. He fuck around and rebuttal it. Quick like that. Of course you're gonna rebuttal it. I expect you to do some shit like that.
I think in a year where people might have been down on some of the URL battles, I feel like Jerry West was more of a shining light and he had great battles. He's witty, he's marketable. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely, he got bars, he punches. Like, to me, he's clever with the stuff he come up with. He got to promote more. All these niggas got to promote more. But Jerry West is fire. Jerry West is definitely fire. So, last on the honorable mention list, man. These people have definitely been doing their thing, man. You know, what else can you say? These niggas has emerged as top tier. No doubt about it. OTFMZ. OTFMZ Media, man. Make sure you subscribe to their Instagram page, which is OTFMZ Live. Their other page got hacked or flagged or whatever. More on that later. But you definitely want to fuck with them for all of your news, man. They're like the shade room of battle rap. But they don't just cover just the negative shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll cover whether or not you graduated, whether or not you had a baby, whether or not you got a music video, whether or not you signed a deal. They cover pretty much everything when it comes to battle rap on Instagram. That is the #1 channel on IG lit for battle rap. They got clips from the battles. They got little interview clips from different people that do interviews around the culture. And they pretty much getting all this stuff first and just covering it. It's like a one-stop shop for Instagram battle rap. And they've been doing their thing, man. Where was OTFMZ at 18 months ago? You wasn't even barely knowing these niggas. You know what I'm saying? These niggas as emerged is like, yo, everybody is saying, yo, I saw this on OTFMZ. I saw that on OTFMZ. I look at the comments. I see everybody in the culture following these niggas. They have emerged as top tier media. You cannot do a media list without OTFMZ on the list. I don't care what nobody say. You cannot do a list without these niggas on the list. And they ain't at the bottom either. These niggas at the top. These niggas are fire, in my opinion, in terms of the way they cover battle rap and the stuff they talk about. So shout out to OTFMZ. Found a way to market themselves and make it in this media shit and emerge as like just their ability to grab clips so quick, man, and label them and do all this and put them up and all this kind of stuff. Shout out to OTFMZ. Shout out to them. That is the entire honorable mention list, man. We got to get into this top 5 though. Coming in number 5 on the stock rise list, man. This dude definitely deserving to be on this list, man. And I was glad that the culture finally started giving him his flowers this year. You know what I'm saying? And too little, too late, to keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Probably should have been getting his flowers, but he was getting them now. And it's very well deserved. Norris! Shout out to Norris, man. Norris is on the stock rise list. I got him at number 5. I feel like he's had a very good year. Obviously, they settled and he got some money after trying to get money for so long with this whole lawsuit, everything. And we all know the history. He was with URL from the start. He created the proving ground. He created the contracts, all that kind of stuff.
Something told me to turn my phone back on. And when I turned my phone back on, it was April 28th. It's around 4:30 or something like that. I get like 100 text messages. They're like, yo, keep your head up, keep your head up, keep your head up, keep your head up. And I'm like, the fuck? So I text back, I say, what are y'all talking about? I just had a conversation with these niggas. And my little bro, Matt, was like, he sends me the resolution letter, the dissolvement letter. I read this shit, I said, ain't this a bitch? And I just started thinking to myself, like, these motherfuckers. Like, I didn't get an offer, bro. Right? He felt like he shouldn't have paid me anything. So I'm sitting there like, I didn't agree for this letter. You feel me? One, I'm a fucking partner. You're not treating me like one. You feel me? I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm cool with leaving Chris at this point. I'm cool. But I said, yo, you gotta buy me out. Period. I'm not gonna make nothing public. And you drop a public statement on me without my consent?
Norris took a lot of bullets, man. He went out to Kentucky. They tried to jump him and shit out there. Like, you know, that whole grill shit, behind the grill thing. He was getting shot at damn near. I almost getting shot at on in fucking Detroit, hanging out there with Calico and shit. Norris did a lot of stuff to try to recruit battlers, and he took a lot of slack. He took all the bullets for URL over the years. Now, he doesn't come without faults. He fell out with bloggers who went against URL or had negative things to say. I don't fault Norris too much because he was just loyal to the brand. If URL is something you feel like you're a part of and you help create, then you're going to be loyal to a fault. So when people say stuff about Smack, he was coming at him. Even if it was true, you know what I'm saying? Even if the criticism of URL was true, Norris was on the forefront arguing with bloggers, arguing with battlers over certain stuff. Took a lot of hits because he didn't drop PG battles. He took hits because, you know, they would book him for events and they would feel like he would not watch every single battle. He would just come whatever and maybe check out a couple battles, and in the main event, and it might be 10 battles on a card. They may feel like he didn't watch all of them. He took a lot of hits. It's probably some things he could probably do differently. We know that he eventually got into it with Twerk as soon as the caffeine deal started, and they basically cut ties with him right when the caffeine situation started. That altercation with him and Twerk was the very first caffeine event. So as soon as that happened, they cut ties with him, and URL moved on with Caffeine, and Norris was on the side. And I talked to Norris a lot during that time, and he was very hurt, man. He was very hurt, and he felt like, imagine just everything that you've been dealing with for all this time just kind of ripped from you. You know, you don't, ballots you fuck with, you look through your phone, you don't even want to call them now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what am I going to do? The events are happening constantly. You're not invited. Events are happening damn near in Atlanta, and he lives in Georgia. He ain't coming to. And you just feel like, yo, everything has been kind of stripped from me. And I'm kind of glad that he's getting his praises. Now that people have been very much anti-URL a lot this year, you're kind of looking at Norris and giving Norris a lot of credit when Norris should have been getting a lot of credit in the first place. But I get it. Somebody got to be the bad guy, and Norris had no problem being the bad guy. But he found a lot of people. He put a lot of niggas on. And I don't know where URL would be if Norris hadn't really done a lot of the recruiting. I don't know. I'm not saying that they wouldn't have a lead, but we don't really know what talent they would have brought, because he had the benefit of being like Mav's manager. So he was meeting artists just because he was hanging around Mav. So he kind of had a different element that Beasley and Chico and them didn't have. And he came on, did his thing, took a lot of lumps, was very braggadocious in interviews, but URL, it finally settled. They finally settled after many years. You got to think, he probably filed his lawsuit, bro, in like 2020, 2019. No, probably 2020 filed his lawsuit. And it took him like 3 years to get his bread. I don't know how much Norris got. It's been a lot of talk on how much money Norris got, like behind the scenes and shit.
I heard the gossip. Charlie gonna spit a Norris bar. I seen the topic. We all know Jordan gonna shimmy left and spin right. But can you stop it? Hey, Norris. You suing URL for $40 million? Damn, bro. The league scorned you. But I'm gonna warn you. It's gonna take a few years to get that $40 million. That's how the law do. So that means I'm gonna get the 40 before Norris do. Put you in a box, and just like Norris, you're going to be lying inside a lawsuit. Hold up, you know what?
It's irrelevant? Never. It's evident. You need more etiquette. I'm a raw specimen. This fall I draw special shit. You smack greasy, then catch the mill. Like Norris settlement. Said you gotta die next. I don't want to hear no drug stories of how you had the power.
There was rumors about this $15 million and this. Norris, in my opinion, didn't get nothing close to that. But did he get something where he's comfortable? Did he get something to where, like, you know, I can put a little, you know, a nice little bit in the bank? I just spoke to Norris probably a week ago, and he was at work. So he's still working, still doing his thing. He's not doing the battle rap shit no more. I don't think he's going to really be on his channel. I think he was trying to change the channel to like a boxing channel or whatever. But Norris could have got low 7 figures to high 6 figures. Even if he won, they could have appealed it. And if they appealed it, it could have been even dragged out more. I think Norris, in a way, wanted to get this over with. I think his lawyers wanted to get this over with. Yeah, man, and Norris got his money and keep it moving. So Norris, number 5 on the stock rise list. Coming in at number 4, man, this dude has had pretty much an amazing year, man. You know what I'm saying? Amazing year. He even got a lot of praise, a lot of support. The number 1 question is, can he follow it up for 2024? I don't know. RBE and ARP. Always got to add them too, man, since he's the brainchild behind this whole operation. You know, shout out to Wing, shout out to Lawrence, shout out to Shata, shout out to everybody that works with him. But he's definitely the face of the league. RBE, man, really emerged and became the number 1 league in battle rap this year. I don't really know how 2024 will be when I speak to ARP. He has a lot of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I think he's kind of tired of a lot of things with the culture. I think he doesn't like the lawsuit. I think he doesn't like just dealing with the different personalities of the artists. And I'm not surprised. When I saw Rosenberg Ross say he was thinking about going to URL, even if it was a joke. There's always sometimes a little truth in every joke. And he was like, I'm thinking about going over there to battle Ace Amin. It's because RBE may not do that many events this year. And if they don't do a lot of events this year, it may not be a lot of plates for Rosenberg Raw. So opening up and being willing to go to URL, I think would be smart for him. You know what I'm saying? Because ARP, ARP be talking like, yo, niggas don't know I'm like semi-retired. So you didn't see nothing happen this year following up Max Out except some spot dates with like Verb and Mickey Fax and stuff. But they did Divide and Conquer 1 and 2. Had a lot of good battles on that card. And they also did Max Out.
I heard you got robbed, nigga. You was scared? Yeah, you was scared. Shit, I would have been scared too. They had burners, huh? You was just trying to get some burgers, huh? You ain't had Boone with you. Shining stupid. Diamonds moving. Man, I heard they ate your watch up. I know that was time consuming.
This is basically a history lesson on a Caucasian creature. Y'all know the white man. Hate to see a young black youth become a great achiever, elated speaker, paved the way and behave as leaders. They slayed our kings we praised in Egypt, removed melanin from Messiah, told us pray to Jesus. My granny forfeited 10% and praised the preacher. If they got our brains still in chains, can they say they freed us? But he try shit, I go crazed. Chopsticks coming out of the closet, swinging both ways like a body. Yeah!
So when you look at that, man, they definitely fed the culture. They also got the bricks that they're trying to do. That's really the only real criticism with ARP is probably the MBS situation and probably the brick situation is how can you find the next star? Because as of right now, they don't have the next star. They got people that are good, Coach Corleone, Payne, a lot of different bricks over there, Caution, a lot of Jay Breed, a lot of bricks that's doing their thing. Are they stars? Remains to be seen. We can't really put them in that category right now. They haven't really got the looks. They're not like main event, max out people. They haven't really got great looks. Payne just battled Ill Will. A lot of people got him winning the battle, so that's definitely a good look. But is Payne really that good, or are people going to say Ill Will just took the night off or whatever? It's kind of hard to say, so we got to see more consistency in that. But the Blue Room definitely became a movement, man. It became a movement. It became the go-to. You had all these different artists saying they want to battle in the Blue Rooms.
Yeah.
When did you realize Blue Room was branded?
When you started seeing everybody say it and they wasn't saying the name of the card, right? So people weren't paying attention to the theme. They were paying attention to Blue Room. That's it. Blue Room, Blue Room, Blue Room.
Shout out to ARP, man. He done basically marketed the Blue Room into like some big shit now. And it's probably the #1 destination to battle in right now. And another reason why ARP is on this list, he's going to force URL's hand, bro. They're going to have to do small room events. They don't really have any, but where Rex and Chess battled at, I think would be good for like a volume. But they're going to have to do, I think they're going to do Rum Nitty and Lux in a small room. I can see some changes coming with URL, and it's really going to be because of the Blue Room. The power of the Blue Room is going to make URL revamp some of their events, even if it's just a couple, to say we have to put some type of rooftop, small room, something to where it's a very minimum amount of people. And that's the power of RBE. RBE is why that's the case. If RBE wasn't having so much success in a small room and able to brand the Blue Room, URL wouldn't be forced to change. But I guarantee I'm already hearing a lot of different stories, and I'm definitely hearing a lot of different things. So there's a possibility that Lux and Rum Nitty could be in a small room. And I don't know if it would have been in a small room if Blue Room wasn't so big. Because remember, they were thinking about battling in the Blue Room. He was thinking about battling in the Blue Room. So I think deep down inside, they know like, yo, battlers are literally willing to take less money to battle in the Blue Room than a battle on URL for the first time ever. Why is that? It's the setting. It's the fact that you can hear our material. It's the fact that we don't got to deal with the crowd heckling and booing. That right there will make URL make changes. So I got ARP coming in #4 on the stock rise list. This next dude had a great year. You know what I'm saying? Did a little league hopping, but you know, back at home or whatever, and picked up exactly where he left off. Chef Trez. Shout out to Chef Trez, man. Chef Trez probably a couple years ago fell out with URL. I don't want to say falling out, but had some type of issue with URL. He wasn't battling on URL. He was only really doing small leagues and a couple RBE events or whatever. And he really didn't want to battle on a big league like that. You know, even at this time, RBE was even doing small events. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was wanted to do that more. He was feeling like the big events or whatever was just headaches and stuff like that. Goes to RBE, has a great battle with Show Off. We all know his battle with Sharon. That was the unlimited or the freestyle 4th round. He had a lot of good moments over there. And he came back to URL and he best picked up where he left off. He battled Twerk, he battled Swamp. That was damn near like almost a classic. That battle was very, very good.
You was chasing a vegan. You shouldn't even stand beside me. I ain't him, but it could get handled probably and handled properly. Make you eat your words. In the ground where they gonna plant your body. You moving wacky. Supposed to be seen with elites, but got A-Bird making you seem like you weak. You peep that. He 112. For you, that should be peaches and cream. Let me He 112.
And he battled John and Don. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he got the John battle out the way. The only negative about his year is him and Swamp should not have been an app-only event. And that's where I feel like URL dropped the ball because they booked Swamp and Chef Trez, and I feel like Swamp needed a bigger match. He just needed a bigger match. But it was an app-only event, and he could have used something definitely bigger than that. Like, it should have been on, like, Homecoming or something. Because you remember, he battled Swamp after Swamp came off of Trenches. So that would have been a good battle for Swamp to come off the Trenches and take. And that would have been a good battle for Chef Trez to also take. And had they been able to do that battle like in Houston, you know, on Summer Madness, or had they been able to do that battle at Homecoming, it would have been a much bigger look. And people wouldn't be criticizing Swamp as much for like not having really any real battles after the Trenches situation. So I think URL could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. They could have had a crazy battle and kind of toned down some of the Swamp backlash that he got. But they didn't do it. They turned it into an app-only event. They put it on a card. It still became a great battle, but they definitely dropped the ball there. And he had the Twerk battle.
Always barking at Smack. That's straight ridiculous. Look, next time you get slick, I'm spraying Smithins. Next time you face Smack, it will be a ratchet behind them actions. Jada Pickett, he a big...
You can argue he didn't lose a battle this year. Can definitely argue that. I think for Cody, he's gonna be high on the Cody list, bro. He is going to be high. Let me see where he was last year. Champion of the year last year. I'm looking at it right now. Champion of the year last year, Chef Trez was nowhere on the list. He's probably going to be top 6 this year, if not top 5. He wasn't even on the list last year, bro. Talking about Chef Trez, he was not on the list last year. I don't think you can get the 6 names before you get to Chef Trez. Some people feel like Chef Trez should win Cody. You know what I'm saying? So Chef Trez is definitely someone who stock his rolls this year because he wasn't even on niggas' radar that crazy last year. This next person definitely has had a great year. Definitely has had a great year, and it's kind of surprising because a lot of people in the culture wasn't too fond of him and just his arrogant ways or his not really fucking with the fans like that. But he then kind of like turned his whole career around, to keep it real with Big K. Shout out to Big K, man. Shout out to Big K. A lot of people feel like Big K may win Cody. That's actually a good choice. I don't know if he'll win, but it's actually a good choice if you do have him winning. He battled Murder Mook, Young Ill, T-Rex, and Jazz. So he had 4 great battles. And he's another guy who last year was not on the Cody list. 20 names on the Cody list, and none of them was Big K. So just like Chef Trez, he wasn't on the list, and now people are saying he could potentially win Cody after not even being in the top 20 last year. That is what you call your stock rising. I feel like Big K done a lot. I just saw him do a sit down with Uncle Ra. They had an interesting debate. He had an interesting, like, watch the interview where he talks about marketing yourself and he talks about knowing your worth and how much you should charge for battles and all this kind of stuff. He has a pretty interesting take, and I thought he was looking at it in the correct way. He wouldn't even have done an interview like that years ago. He was so anti-media, bro. Like, it was hard to catch up with him after the event. Obviously, I've never been able to do an Untold Truth. I've never interviewed him. I've seen him quite a few times, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of feel like you don't even want to ask a nigga for an interview because it's like his demeanor is just kind of, it's just, like, he's probably a lot more cooler than you actually would think either in interviews or think online. And then when you see him in person, it's like, no, he's just chill. But, you know, he was on URL, and he wasn't doing that great in the beginning, and he left, and he goes to King of the Dot, and he leaves King of the Dot, he goes to RBE, and I feel like ARP, he has capitalized on that blue room and capitalized on just all the plates he got over there. He done battled a lot of people, Charlie Clips, Big T. Like, these are like, he done battled a lot of names over the years on RBE.
Your style trash, got the file stashed. Name a rapper out this clown class that he outlast. I don't need to, but I'm about to lean you for brown bags. It ain't no question if I'm gonna beat you, it's how bad. I'm mad, this is your I'm mad, this is your rebirth. Went and did your research. You sliding in to die again, but it's rehearsed. You with the rest of the guys that's on the t-shirts. I done stared death in the eyes and made it blink first. Street work.
To get the Mook battle and he clearly beat Mook, bro. He clearly beat Mook. He beat Young Ill in the return. I got him beating Rex. I got him beating Jazz. So I kind of have him winning all his battles. I know he battled Sharon this year too. That's another battle. That battle is kind of debatable. You want to argue he lost that battle, you could. That battle is debatable though. But Big K has done his thing. He's done his thing. There ain't no doubt about it. He's done his thing this year and very deserving if he wins Cody. Like, I don't even know how you could really argue if he does win. But he's not number one on the list, man. He is not number one on the list. This dude right here has kind of a remarkable turnaround, in my personal opinion. There's been a couple negative things in his year. I won't act like his year was perfect, but I got to give credit where credit is due, man. He's had a great year. New Jersey Twerk. Shout out to Twerk, man. He's had a great year. I heard early in the year he wasn't going to do any interviews. I haven't seen any New Jersey Twerk interviews. He was just going to focus. He was going to keep his nose clean. He was going to do battles. And that's pretty much what he's done. You know what I'm saying? He was number 12 on Cody last year, and he may be number 1 this year. There's an argument that he also can win Cody, and he was number 12. So the names he jumped, the people he jumped, impressive. You know what I'm saying? He had the coffee battle. He had the jazz battle. He had the Mook battle. He had the Chef Trez battle, Emerson Kennedy battle, the 2-on-2 with Rum Nitty. I think he might have had a couple more battles. But I like the fact that when you think about Twerk, bro, for Smack to sit down with Jay Black and literally do an interview and say, yo, you are fucking up your blessings.
I just feel like Twerk ain't disciplined.
Talk about it.
He's not disciplined, man. I love him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's all love, Twerk. It's all love.
Nah, I talk to him, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, he's not disciplined. You know what I'm saying? He got, you know, such a unique, creative talent that, you know what I mean, doesn't respect it. You know, and I love Twerk. I go to bat for him, you know what I'm saying, plenty of times. Did personal blogs explaining like, yo, he's back. I love him, but, you know, he's just like, you know, he's young. So he's not really looking at this as a life-changing opportunity, which he needs to be looking at these opportunities as life-changing. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, when you could actually, you know, make a living off of what you love to do, and not go to punch a clock to survive, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So like every time I see him and he don't, you know what I mean, complete a round, or he's not really taking it serious or coming unprepared, I look at him as throwing away his blessings. That's how I look at it. And, you know, I spoke to him on plenty of occasions, and he's going to snap out of it because, you know what I mean, it's going to get real for him. And when he's going to look and, you know what I mean, be like, damn, like, you know what I mean, I could have been here, I could have been there. And, you know, he's gonna realize like, damn, I should have really like, you know what I mean, took my career more serious. I just hope it ain't too late. You know what I'm saying? When, you know what I mean,
the time is now, actually.
The time is now.
Got it.
Like, you know, this sport is, you only as good as your last battle, your last performance. What have you done for me lately?
That's
Can't win today's game off yesterday's points.
Oh, talking shit. Here
you know. And
Smack don't sit down and talk about no battler that way, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So for Twerk to kind of get that, you could look at it a couple ways. You could look at it where, well, no one's got that interview before. And I'm only getting it because I'm one of the most respected ass battlers. So sometimes tough love comes with the territory. You could look at it that way, or you could look at it like, damn, Smack really put me on blast. There was rumors that Twerk may not get booked no more. I always thought he would get booked still, but there was a lot of pressure on him, bro. If he kind of had a 2023 similar to the way he had in 2022 with chokes and no-shows and all this kind of stuff, it would have been definitely a bad look for him. And this could have been his last year.
I need my respect. Y'all only crown me for choking issues. You had a classic with Peste, 30 Danny Myers. You got your ass kicked by Sean. Look how quick they go against you. Same shit Smack did with me. Same shit Smack did with me. But y'all don't realize I was battling 4 battles back to back. Something I said I wouldn't hold against you. Really, I should have sat down after every battle, like Yoshimitsu. I feel like... I feel like I don't convince you. I feel like I don't convince you, cause still a nigga broke. Really, I'm a joke. I gave you moment after moment after moment. First time you jump on camera about me is when a nigga choke. But you know how many niggas I done smoked? How many tickets I done sold? I stuck out like a nail in the wall, or cause I had an image to uphold? I got this. The police. The police, oh, cause I had an image to uphold, the police shot at me, bro. Y'all ain't even sending nigga hopes. No, nothing. You talking about I'm fucking up your bag. No, dummy. If I'm fucking up your bag, then nigga, we both cruddy. Almost died. Got in a car accident. I felt the ghost coming. I'm in the gurney, fucked up. Spine dumb. Spine fucked up. Hospital bills up to my neck with no money. You're a fucking millionaire, and I had to make a fucking GoFundMe. No. This is my first time back. Me and Smack gotta talk. Ain't nobody traveled down that road for me. Y'all said y'all wrote to me, but I ain't never get the message. Only nigga came to see me was DNA, and that wasn't the Eric I expected. That shit is reckless. That shit is reckless. That shit was reckless. But this is where my respect is. Cause I love you, Smack. I don't hate this man. At heart, I'm still a 19-year-old boy that you gave a chance. If it wasn't for the URL, I'd still be out in the fucking streets, probably dead, and God had greater plans. So no matter what the fuck we go through, you always gonna remain my man. But after that interview with Jay Black, you couldn't even shake my hand. I'm raging, fam. Hold it down. Hold on, y'all. I'm raging, fam. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me get it back. I'm raging, fam. All right, cool. Control your emotions. Bro, just focus. All right, I'm back, sick. Scoliosis. Roll the toe.
He revamps, does his thing. I don't even think he choked at all this year. I don't think he choked at all. He might have had times where he repeated his bars a couple times. He might have had times where he flipped on a word. He did not choke at all this year that I can think of. And now I don't even remember the last battle he choked in now. This nigga that went damn near seemed like about 8 or 9 battles without choking or something. Like, I don't even remember what was the last battle he choked in. And he's giving you great performances. He's giving you great performances, bro. Like, great performances. So I feel like the reason why I got him over Big K in terms of the stock rise, I feel like he had more pressure than Big K. Big K battled every one of his battles, with the exception of Sharon and Rex, but he battled his battles kind of in smaller settings. He also battled his battles in the blue room, which is easier for you to get off. And I don't feel like Big K had the pressure Twerk did. Everybody was waiting. I wonder if Twerk is going to choke. I wonder if Twerk is going to choke. Mook Hole, a lot of his angle was like, yo, we keep rewarding chokers. Like, he doesn't even this and that. Like, you know, like niggas was literally thinking that he might go to New York and definitely choke. And there's people that's arguing that he won that battle. So I felt like when you could take all things considered, for him to have the Smack interview, rebound from that, talk about Smack in one of his earlier battles with Real Sick, and just rebound from that and end up where he's at right now. He's going to be 1 or 2 on Cody, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And he's had a great year. He's had a great year. I think his success story is a little bit, I ain't going to say it's greater because Big K has a crazy success story too. First of all, he's on RBE. Hard to be Cody on RBE. Second of all, he's white. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that he had to kind of like, a lot of stigmas he had to fight to kind of even get to being possibly #1 on Cody. Twerk and Big K have a lot of the same obstacles that they went through to kind of get there. They're different, but they all had their stuff. But to me, having a league owner call you out and you respond of having an amazing year, it could have went either way for him. It could have been a bad year with more chokes. Now, I won't alleviate everything for him. He still has some fucked up situations. He no-showed J400 card. You know what I'm saying? I got a blog on that. I never even put it out yet. What happened with you and Twerk, man? Saw a blog go up. A lot of blogs went down.
That nigga know what he did. He ran. The fuck? But it's a pattern, though. So, you know, niggas could think what they want to think. Oh, he on fire this year. How? He just canceled Shotty Harbor. Said he was on probation. He gave a public announcement. That nigga live over there. Nigga, I'm from where you at, right? Your brother, right? I know. I met you through battle rap. So when you take from me, you gotta think of the odds of the shit.
You know, J400 was very mad about that because he felt like nigga ran off with the bag and all this kind of shit and tried to like redo the battle. But he was like, I lost out on a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he still has situations where he didn't do stuff early in the year. So he has his negativity to him, but he's also had an amazing year. So I gotta give him credit for that. So that is the stock rise list. That is the stock rise list. Honorable mention Unice, Riggs, Shay-Rack, OTFMZ, Jerry West, Vada Fly, and Showtime SP and Footz. And top 5 is Twerk, Big K, Chef Trez, RBE, and Norris. Subscribe to the channel, man, for the stock drop list and the other blog I'm about to drop. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Holla at your boy.
Chris, Unbias. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris Unbias.